So, I may be a little obsessed. I think I've been playing Soda Dungeon a couple times every day for the past week. And I've googled some stuff, so we'll get to the stats in a second. Because I've been having troubles grinding out all the mythics. And it's not that I've hit a wall, but it's more I want a concise direction to head in. So what I've learnt from the wiki is there's a few key bonuses you want to sort of aim for. The first one for item find is there's a tier system. So between 0 and 100, I think it is your best chance to get rares. Then from 100 to 200 legendaries, and then from 200 plus mythics. So although when I had 500 item find was probably our best shot at mythics, this is as high as I can get it while also maintaining a few other key stats. So first off, ore find. So at 100 ore find is the cap. We're at 110 just because of gear. I haven't really aimed for it outside of the fact that I'm using this pickaxe and also this armor, which has 50 ore find. The pickaxe has ore break, so it means the wizard can essentially deal positive damage to ore, meaning any that spawn will be cleared with eviscerate, so it's just a passive way to sort of try and increase our ore find. And what ore find does is it's a 20% chance that there's an extra ore node, and for every 15 points it's a 1% chance that that ore node is a higher level, but it's floor gated more so than actually ore find. You could stack ore find and you could probably find a lot more, say uranium and the higher ores, but I think we should be fine with the floors we're starting at. The other one, withering, so I've capped out withering and it should be perfect. So if I take off one of these talismans, we should be at 85. So it's exactly 90, which is really good because I like perfectly meeting a cap. And that's allowed us to free up some trinket slots to run some extra essence find and gold find, along with the legendary one we found. And essentially, I've cut the heal and the cleansing one, because if we're not outspeeding, I don't think there's a point. I'm not sure if ambushes still go first. If they do, then we're in a little bit of a pickle. But the idea is the wizard foretells, and when he does foretell, the dark mage clears with Noxin. Other than that, the wizard is just going to spam, eviscerate, and demolish everything. We've stacked a decent amount of magic attack, mainly from the relics. Gear isn't the big deal anymore. The only reason I'm using this is for the withering. I'd love to find more, because then I could cut these lizard swords for actual decent weapons that do something better, like extra essence. The relic one would be nice to put back, since it has a whole bunch of item find as well. And then gem-wise, it's just item find. So hopefully we outspeed. I'm going to probably go back to the normal dungeon. Try to grind out uranium, mainly for the shield, I think it is. So if we go craft this uranium radioactive shield, because it has that 5% boost to all stats. It's definitely better than every other shield, because it's a flat boost on top of all of your relics, so it's going to be pretty good. I think it affects gold find. My understanding is also from the wiki, this Gravedigger shovel, and also from the patch notes, is this multiplies how much essence or how much gold they drop. So I have a feeling the stat increase also affects the base amount, you could say, of gold find or whatever is built into the character. As for the actual comp, most of these are just for utility. The only essential one is the tavern owner. The thief is just there because we can't get rid of treasure chests just yet from the oddity shop. So it is just a slight speed boost to the animation. Treasure rooms will instantly open a random chest. So actually that might be better than opening all three. So I might actually cut the thief for another huntress, so that way we can run one extra accessory. Then the tavern owner is to boost the tavern stuff. You need at least one huntress for eviscerate, because it does have that cooldown of 1, but then the other one is optional. Obviously you want to run a full party so you have maximum slots. And my main goal is I want to be able to plate things with this labradorite, which means we need to accomplish a few things. So it's still going to be a little ways away, and it's kind of a bad cycle. It's essentially, to get more ore, the easiest way to do it would be to to use quick battles. But for quick battles, we have to do boss rush, and for boss rush, I want the ore, so I get more credits, and it's just, yeah, kind of a bad cycle. Either way, for the time being, I think this is going to be our best bet, since it does have that ore find. Obviously, for the grinding, for instance, our ore farm one, I would try and boost the ore find a bit better, because again, there is that 1% increase to the rarity of the ore you find for every 15 points. So, what are we at? Ooh, stats. We're at 110, so that would be roughly 10 would be 150 minus 2 would be 7 or 8% increase. It's not huge, but should help. I'm interested to see how the gold and the essence multiplier works though. So we will can this first one. New party. Pet-wise. Probably want to run item find over everything else, just for that little bit of an increase. I feel like status effects. No, status effect doesn't matter, because again, the main thing is we outspeed, because of, that is not the right one. This one. Yeah, the wraps of Tengen. Just plus 15 speed. Another thing I was pointing out was in the soda script, the foretell. So a better way to do foretell is on an MP requirement. That way, when you need to regen your mana, you'll find enough healing fairies. My original idea was, you know, just let it run out and then eventually you find a healing fairy. This way, it guarantees you have a wider margin to find a healing fairy, because again, you can find everything else. I've capped it at 15%. I was recommended 95, but to me that seems a little high. I don't want it not using foretell after X rounds. I'd rather go a bit longer. So I think within 50% of the mana should be fine. The only reason I might see the 95% is better because it says heal when party MP less than 50%. So I don't know if that totals all of their mana and then decides at 50% of that total, or if it looks at the average maybe. Either way, it might be a little too high. Like, stop using foretell at the wizard's 50% might be equivalent to the party's 80%. I mean, I could do the math. No, I'll do the math. So according to the math of adding up all of their mana and then just using half of the wizard's mana, it accounts for a 90%. So should put this up, and I think it should work out. So essentially, when the wizard's at about half mana, will be equivalent to the whole party being at 90%. Hopefully that works out. Anything else? No, I think that's pretty much it. I haven't looked up any of the mythics. I do kind of want to find them all and then experiment with them. This Void Soul Reaper doesn't seem useful to me. Granted, you could have 6 of them, so you could essentially clear, but at this point we're really focusing on animation speed above all else. So, a few things in the oddie shop though. So I'll turn all back on, since we have that pick, and I was going to replace a thief. Slightly disappointing. Don't have the materials to make another talisman. So we're just running the plus 10 item find. Still 90%, still 110, but now 241, 247 item find. Yeah, so I think we'll go back to the normal castle. No, I still want mythics and I still want ore. So we'll start at 1,000 and we'll see how things pan out this time around. I did not save, that's fine. I saved with the... Yeah, so we're just looking at floors per hour mainly. Damage seems fine. Key setting is not so important though. No, I don't have 2 keys, that's why. The count is a bit slow. Hopefully once we start getting the warps it picks up. Right, let's see how far it jumps. No, okay. Oh, alright. I did not set it properly. It's fine. I'm not gonna delete the thief this time around. No point. I do need to change the pet though. Item find. Alright, let's... Yeah, so warps were off, unfortunately. Attempt to do mine shafts. Will slow us down a bit though. But they're only going to appear while we're looking for healing fairies. So I guess it's a little bit of a bonus. About 1,000. Keys. Don't know. I should have just clicked it, to be honest. Would have been fine. I'm sure we would have found keys by then. 1580, 16. I think we're at 2.5, maybe 2.6 floors per hour before. Right, so it's using warps. What's it boosted to? 2.4. We'll have to see back-to-back warps. How far? I'm going to click that. I was trying to click that one for around. Anyway, we'll leave it be. See what we come up with this time around. Hopefully, some more roundabout loot instead of just looking for mythics. We should get a decent amount of gold, a decent amount of essence, and hopefully some ore. So we can start doing the plating and crafting. Uranium and the labradorite are the two big things we need. The labradorite will help us get more uranium, so I guess we'll go that way about it. Dun 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 dun! A day's work for six mythics, so another star. Kind of not needed, we've already got 2. A new weapon, Blade of the Ancients. Crit chance, damage, evasion, and essence multiplier. Seems okay. Another Tangleheart Embrace, that's really good because it's got the Withering. I think this is new. Extinction Plate. 1 battle credit per boss. So we definitely want a full set of that. Coin, 50% chance to double or half each enemy's gold. I wonder if that's overall or defeated by whoever has the accessory. That's actually worth it because 50% of the time you're getting double and 50% of the time you're getting half. So overall you're still getting 1.5 times the amount of gold. And this one, all MP costs 1. So I've heard of this from someone telling me about it. Obviously, it's going to make the Glass Warden use a lot easier. Still probably want a 2 for the region. No, if at 1 we don't need. We don't need a Mystic anymore. We can probably just chuck it on a Dark Mage or a Wizard, someone with 2 accessory slots. Cool, so it's going to make Boss Rush a bit better, same with the Extinction Plate. I think that's what we'll probably move on to. So I can start grinding up some credits for our ores, so we can start getting all the uranium stuff and really smash out the plating. How many did we get? We got 2, so hardly any. Can't remember. So let's chuck on the Boss Rush comp, and we'll probably swap it around a bit. 37,000, it's pretty good. Castle still only 103, and that was with max Withering. We also did relic levels a little bit. Nothing really that stands out though. Probably just going to go back to using it when we have the credits. Right, let me figure out what changes we're making to this. Here's what I think we're going with. There's a few things I still want to figure out. So for the wizard, I've gone for max magic damage. So using the Cosmic Shield as well as a magic ring. So I want to see if we can get to the point where we can beat the Good Lord. We could possibly cut the nurse, move him further down, or... Sorry, let me explain better. Sorry, if we can get to the point where we can defeat the Good Lord without the Huntress. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We can use the Wizard with possibly the Wraps, and hopefully outspeed everything. Essentially, all I'm trying to do is... I'm going to cut this out. So I think this is the comp we're going with. There's a few things I still want to figure out. One, I want to see if we can get the Wizard's damage high enough that we could almost cut the Huntress. So, on the Good Lord, I'll probably turn off auto, not mark, and see exactly how much damage the wizard is doing with max, well not max, because I'm not sure if there's any more accessories that boost magic attacks, but in terms of gear, I think this is pretty high. So we've got the Cosmic Shield, obviously the Tangleheart Embrace for its plus 58, really high, 10% from the Magic Ring, and then this for all MP costs become 1 Space Gem to counterbalance that, so hopefully we should never run out of mana, and that way we've cut the Mystic from our party, and then also a Pearl Gem for the slight 5% boost. It's not much, but it's still something. Because the idea would be, if we could maybe cut the ring, we could put the wraps on the wizard, and put the wizard first, and that would really speed things up. Script-wise, I've had to make a few tweaks. One, I turned the auto attack back to defend, because that's going to be the quickest in terms of animation. Also added a secondary mark in Judgment, because the Dark Lord, I can't figure out what rank he is. I have a feeling because he's a character, his rank is similar to the Janitor, it's not set as anything in terms of enemies. So this way, it will prioritize the barbecue guy over his barbecue. I forget his name, Vacation Lord? Maybe. And then this one should take care of the normal one. Ooh. Really sucks because I can't test without that huge 2-hour window. Credit-wise, we've got 5 Mammoth Shields and 1 armor, so it's still only 6. We're actually losing 1 because we're not running the Mammoth Shield. If I can't get the damage high enough in the future, I'll just use a Mammoth Shield. Because with Mark and the Glass Warden and definitely just the Tangleheart Embrace, we should do more than enough damage. Withering, we're kind of over the top, but I can't think of any better accessories to use. There's nothing to really boost. I'm sure there's Battle Credit one, or I'm hoping there is, so hopefully we can find that. I did want to actually check the compendium. How are we doing? We still got 1, 2... There's still 2 more mythical weapons to find. And 2 shields, it looks like. 1 armor, maybe 2 armor, depending on whatever this is. I'm sure there's, like the Extinction Armor, there's battle credits somewhere in one of the weapons and one of the shields. Like a better version of the Mammoth Shield, probably. Trinkets, still 2, 3, probably 4. Still 4 trinkets to find. Alright. Probably not gonna... Well, I might as well save. Let's give it a go. Hopefully the script's set up and I'm not facepalming. If he still goes first, it's fine. Who's marking? So just them 2 should go, because we have to defend. Vacation... Not sorry, the Good Lord is 80, I think? Be good if there was 2 speed trinkets. But again, if we can cut the Huntress, we can just stick on a speed trinket. I don't think there's any way to get the Dark Lord to do enough damage. Ah, right. That's one thing I did not think about. The Nurse is useless. Because there's no way for it to regen mana. Nor the Hunter. So there is a slight issue here. By itself, we just proved my point. You can't use Judgment without Mark. Oh, this is annoying. So you still need a Mystic for regen, and I'm at a 2-hour loss here. Nothing we can really do, we have to phone it in. So the go is still just double Mystic. Even with the item that allows you to go infinite, because there's no way you can get past the Good Lord. I mean, you could slow down, do 2 rounds, but eventually you'll just get to the point where it out damages you. It needs to be 1 round with everyone. So this comp is semi-useless. Wizard goes, and the Huntress goes, and we go back to double Mystic. So same as before. Is the Flask even worth it at that point then? Because hoping regen-wise, we were fine. I guess running it for the one that runs its regen would be better. And we tinker with this, and then we'll probably just do another mythic grind. So, 2 thoughts occurred to me. Either we run mana regen on the Huntress to keep up with marking. Either way, the Nurse is probably going to be cut. Or this idea. We've got speed on the Wizard, and the hope is he can go before everyone and he'll beat everyone at... Where's his boost? 129% boost magical attack. Oh, also, I just saw this. Yeah, that would have been really helpful. Anyway, so without relics, he's got 129% boost to magic. My assumption would be, as long as you're at 100%, the Glass Warden should be doing 100% of the HP, obviously, because it cuts in half. Granted, I'm sure some of the other ones have damage reduction, but we'll have to see. Hopefully with the speed, we'll be fine. We've also got the Flask. You could run the Dark Lord, but he wouldn't have anywhere near enough magic attack. That's the only issue. Because with the Dark Lord, you could run the 2, plus then you could run 1 mana regen trinket, and that would be self-sufficient. But you have no shield or armor for a boost. But yeah, so currently the optimal party might even be just looking at this left-hand side. So the Wizard goes before everyone. We get to the Good Lord, the Wizard goes but can't beat him. So then the Huntress goes, the Mystic will cast Regen, not the Glass Warden. Which means everyone goes, the Good Lord goes one more time, and then the Wizard goes again. So you need a second Mystic, instead of probably the Nurse, running one more Glass Warden. We have a third one? Oh, we've got 4 times. One more Glass Warden. And then, well, to be honest, you only need 2, because the first Mystic you just discount. And the idea being, you can regen enough mana from everyone. No, I'm overthinking this too much. Stick mana regen on the Huntress. Mark's taken care of. We're trying to just outspeed, so the Nurse is useless. Trying to keep up mana for Cleanse is also useless without a Mystic. So I guess you're gone. It all depends if 15 speed is enough to beat bosses. I have a feeling it will be. So this could work. Right, give me a second. So first off, of the 3 mage characters, the Wizard has 33% boost, Dark Mage has base 33, the Mystic has 42, plus inbuilt mana regen. So my idea of running a Wizard and a Mystic, the Mystic is the better play. It's just whether or not we want to cancel out recharge. There should be... Between the Good Lord and the final boss, you've got 1. And then from the final boss to the Good Lord, you have 7 turns. Because for the final one, the Wiz goes first, beats him. His animation plays, he turns into the other guy. You start off from where you finish off, so the Huntress goes and the Mystic goes. So it's whether or not the Mystic will have enough mana to finish off the Good Lord, and then to finish off the final boss in the single round. So we'd need 25, so we need 50 mana over 3 turns, and we're starting at 41. So we could use, where is it? It's the one that doubles our mana, this one, the Gauntlet. So I put us to 61, so we're in that range. We have inbuilt 9, I think it is, 6, 9 mana regen. So from the final boss to the Good Lord again, it's 9 by 7. So we're slightly short. We need to get up to 10 to fully recharge. No, 9 by 7 is 63. No, it's perfect. It's... Wow, okay. This could be perfect as long as the damage is exactly what I hope it is. So we'd run max magic damage again. Don't need the Dark Mage because they're slightly weaker. Oh no. Dark Mage has 2 slots, meaning if you run 1 ring, the 33 is outbeat. The 33 beats the 40... Oh, so much math. 33 beats the 42% by 1. But you don't have the mana regen, so we can't. So it has to be a Mystic. So then we just need a Huntress in between the two of them. And essentially this is just the comp. The Wizard outspeeds everyone, goes first, finishes off every boss but the Good Lord. Then for the Good Lord it goes to the Huntress and the Mystic to finish him off. And this should be a huge boost in speed as well. Oh, I really hope the damage is there. Let me equip everyone, and then I'm probably going to wait out the 2 hours. Right, here's hoping the math works out. So the Wizard should, Judgment, beat the boss. When you get to the Good Lord, Huntress marks, the Mystic finishes it off. Between its Space Gem and inbuilt mana regen, it should be fine. I'm pretty sure you don't need the Space Gem, but for now we'll just leave it to make sure. We've got the glove to boost our mana, so we shouldn't run out. It looks like you don't actually need it at 91, yeah, because we only need 2 casts, hopefully. So that's 50 mana. We could actually run more mana regen just to make sure. It should be fine. At the Tavern Owner, I've put the Cleansing Wand just in case something goes awry, but this whole right side definitely should be needed. We've capped our Withering at 90. It's now just about the credits. Unfortunately, we can't plate anything just yet, but I am excited to try it out. The Huntress I've geared for damage reflection, so it has 777. Shouldn't matter because hopefully the 15% speed is enough to outspeed the bosses. We just have to wait and see in an hour and 40 minutes. I should probably just grind out another mythic run, see if we can get any. I'll do that. So we'll save this. And we'll grab you out. I think I removed all the plating, yeah, but we're still at 76 Withering, just slightly down. Should be fine. I'm not gonna worry about too much.